What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, it's all going to be drift prep. Everything I need to do, all the little things that I need to do to actually be ready. Today is July 26th. There's a drift event on August 3rd that I want to take the truck to and see how it rips. But we got some parts to install today. I did one off camera just to see if it'd work. But we got a 155-degree thermostat that I want to put in, and I want to flush it and put coolant in because it's got just water in it right now. I've got two gaskets that you guys just a few videos ago we made the exhaust, but I didn't have the gaskets, so we got gaskets to put in. We got what I'm working on right now that I did one off camera is, if you guys seen my first start video, my clips broke for my coil packs. So we got new clips that we're going to install. There's the new one. These things are so crusty. Look at that, it's just falling apart. But yeah, let's just get into it and see what we get. We got to get some covers for our power steering, brake, clutch. I want to make a aluminum piece here instead of this because it can still slide. See, it's not very tight. I need to weld the bottom of these these standoffs for the coilovers. I want to do new brakes, new brake pads, front and rear. Bleed the brakes a little bit more. I need to make a mount for the gas tank so it'll stay stationary. Then I'm not sure what after that, to be honest. We'll have to play it by ear after that and see what I can do. But let's just change those two clips out and see what we get done. Alright, got our new clips installed. Alright, next thing, I already started on it. We got the stock Frontier throttle cable. It needs changed out because it's all frayed right here. And I've got the Skyline throttle cable, but it's really long, so it's gonna have to like loop. It ain't gonna look too bad. It'll still work, at least till I can get one ordered in or something. But I still might have to modify that bracket, but we'll see. Let's get it on. We gotta take that out. Out with the old. Alright, we got that in, we got the pedal in, but It's short. So we're gonna have to modify this bracket. I was hoping to avoid that, but guess not. Out with the old. In with the new. As you guys seen, we got her switched out, made her up off camera. But 2 bolts. Not too shabby for just working on with your hands, but new cable and bracket is on. Check that off the list. Alright, we just got the throttle cable mount or bracket done. I already got a jump start on. The next thing I want to do is I got the radiator out. We got to do the thermostat at some point. But what I want to focus on is the radiator over here. What I want to do is what I'm going to attempt to do. I might have to just buy a new radiator. But I'm going to cut this off. Probably, I don't know, right here or so. Cut it here, here, and move it over here. And then what I'm also going to do is I'm going to get a block plate made or welded up here. I got to figure out exactly where I want it. It might be here and then another one down there. So when the coolant comes in, it can't go over. It forces it down and then back over, then forces it up and then back over and down out towards this one. So I'll make it like a triple pass radiator. I need this mount over here and then weld that block up. But I'm gonna get those cut off, slits made, everything set up, and then we'll see about welding it. Here she is. The welds do not look that great. We'll see if it holds under pressure. But there's that, and then I got my plate there. Got that covered up. I got the fan already back on it. I let it set with water all the way up to the top. It didn't leak with any water, but obviously that's not under pressure. There's the other one. That's covered. But yeah, let's get this thing back in the truck. Radiator is modified and in. Was over here, now it's over here. Got the hose connected, running down. The bottom one's connected. I have not put in the new thermostat yet. You guys may see that later in this video. I want to give it a day or two, start it up, leave the coolant like it is, give it a day or two, and see if it's going to crack or if I got any pinholes or anything like that. But let's see what it does. After I connect the battery. Alright, take 2, battery is connected. Starts right up. I'll be back when the coolant's bled. This takes a while. Grab our new gasket. Slide her up. Get our bolts through. One. Sorry guys, it's really hot already today, but we got the first gasket in. I gotta drop the truck, raise the rear, fix that flange, and then put the other gasket in. Alright, we got her off. Got our new gasket. Let's get her on. Man, out here 20 minutes and I'm sweating like a pig, but we're getting work done. Apparently Sunday that drift event is going to be 82, so that should be pretty good. But we got to drop this down and maybe work on mounting the gas tank or something. We'll see. And I got the wheels off on both sides. We need to change these brake pads on the rear and the front. I should change the rotor, but I'm not going to. But just two, I think 10 mils or 12 mils. We'll slap these off on both sides. Shouldn't be too bad. There it is, slides right off. Alright, that took some time, but new pads are in. Let's do the other side. Got the right side, or the passenger side done. Oh, nice new pads. Now I gotta do a little bit of work before I put the wheels on. But then next clip you guys will see, we'll be doing the fronts. As you guys seen, we got the rear done. I got the front jacked up on both sides, wheels off. And now we gotta change the front brake pads on this boy. Same kind of concept, but I record everything I do, so if you guys have seen brakes before, it'll be to push the caliper back in. Keep these guys as spares if I ever need them. These things are like brand new. I think I replaced one set, but I don't remember what set I replaced. There you go. That brake pack or brake pads are set on this side. Now we just gotta do the same on the other. Got this side done. Now the radiator is off getting welded. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go ahead and change the thermostat right now. I have the PHR, if I can reach it, PHR 155 degree thermostat. I'm just trying to make sure this thing stays cool on the track, you know what I mean? What I'm also gonna do, I'm gonna take that little bleeder valve out. Normally I drill holes, but I hate the sound of that rattling around because you can hear it if you pay attention. If you squeeze the radiator hoses, you can hear this thing rattling around, and I hate that. So I'm gonna cut that off and we'll get it in. Alright, that's a little bit more of a pain than what I wanted, but out with the old. Don't mind my feet. Nothing really wrong with this thing, just I don't even remember what tip this is. It's just a O'Reilly's one. Anyway, we got our PRHR. What you do is this little notch at the top. You would you'd line your bleed hole up to it. Just like that. So that's the highest point in the system. Or on that. But we'll go ahead and get this installed. Thermostat's in. With that radiator modification and that low temp thermostat. The string was on me. But hopefully I won't have no cooling issues. I hope. But I don't know what the next step is, but you guys will know when I do. I was going to show you guys this process, but it was more tedious than what I planned on. But went ahead and got the standoffs mounted for the gas tank. 2 bolts go through and it gets bolted from the bottom. I'm going to fill this up, but there's literally a drift event tomorrow, and this should be good enough to make it there. But got 2 bolts in the front. Can't wiggle. It's about 1 inch off the ground. Can't move. I am currently putting coolant in the truck. I hooked up a hose to the radiator heater line, flushed it, got a lot of nasty rusty water. Currently doing that, but right now we're going to do an oil change, which I got the thing down there already. Alright, we got that draining good. Now, slide this over and hopefully catch the stuff coming out the old filter, hopefully. Got some cardboard down there, and we'll see where this ends up going. What I'm going with is a Wix. There's the part number, 51348, for a Toyota Supra filter. Alright, what I'm using, 10W30 Valvoline VR1. First time actually trying this. I want to see how it works. But I think online it called for like 6 quarts. I'm going to put 5 in, start it up, and then check. Do it that way. And I'm not doing the Jimmy Oaks method. few seconds. There she is, boys. As you guys seen in this video, we did a lot of like little things to get it ready. We got that hooked up. I just did this, shortened the neck for the fillers, hopefully pass tech. We got battery covers and an aluminum tie down. Those rubber one, that rubber one was given too much. Up to the front, we got our power steering covered up, brake reservoir, clutch reservoir. I don't know if you guys seen the install of the radiator, but it's not leaking. We transferred this inlet from that side to this side and then made it like a triple pass. But yeah, she's as good as I can make it for the vent tomorrow morning. It is 5 o'clock on Saturday, August 2nd, and the event is tomorrow. We're going to leave in the morning at like 6 o'clock, 6:30 in the morning, and they're coming out here to help me load it up on a truck. A buddy of mine's going to take it up there instead of me having to drive it, which I'm perfectly fine with driving. I mean, it drives fine, just if something breaks then I'm screwed. But I took off Monday for a reason, just in case something like that happens. But yeah, there she is. We're gonna test it out tomorrow. I don't know how crazy I'll go, but just second gear and just try to figure out the throttle, isolate the throttle a little bit instead of like rev limiter. My buddy told me, I went and took him for a test drive, too much rev limiter in first gear. So hopefully the transmission holds up. That clutch noise, I think it's more like the transmission, but it's got 3 quarts of 75/90 Redline MT90, something like that. So I know it ain't low on fuel or oil. I was going to check it, but I don't have time. They're going to come out here in probably an hour or two, and we're going to load the truck up if it'll fit on the trailer. But yeah, here she is. I love how the quick release is. But like, comment, subscribe, guys. And next video, I don't know how much I'll get of it actually ripping. I'm going to try. A lot of it's going to be GoPro. But we're gonna have some fun and try. That's all I can do. But if it rips, it rips. If it don't, guess what? There's more videos to make on improvement. But catch you guys in the next one. Peace.